Who is Allah? That question is older than empires, older than philosophy, older than science itself, and yet it still lives inside the human heart because deep down, people do not ask whether a creator exists. They ask who the creator is. What is he like? Is he distant? Is he merciful? Does he know me? Does he hear me? In the next 8 minutes, I am going to show you who exactly Allah is, not rules, not religion, who He actually is, in His own words, His own introduction. Stay with me, the answer is closer than you think. Let me ask you something honest. Have you ever been in a room full of people and still felt completely alone, or gone through something real and felt like no one truly understood? That feeling is not weakness, and it is not random. Scientists studied it. They found that loneliness, genuine deep loneliness, activates the same part of the brain as physical pain. And here is what surprised everyone. The studies found that loneliness does not come from being physically alone. It comes from feeling that no one truly knows you, that no one sees everything and still stays. Science found the age, it just could not find the cure. And the Prophet Muhammad named both 1400 years ago. Every child is born upon Fitra, the built-in human recognition that you are made for a connection nothing in this world can fully satisfy. You are not broken for feeling it. It was placed there deliberately, so you will look in the right direction. And in a moment, I am going to read you a single sentence from the Quran that answers that loneliness permanently. But first, you need to understand something about Allah that most people were never taught. Most people, including most Muslims, were given a version of Allah that is too small, a God of rules, a God watching for mistake, powerful but far, a God you obey but you cannot really reach. That image produced something very specific. You believe but still feel alone. You pray but you are not sure anyone is listening. That is not the Allah that Quran describes. And the difference is the distance between obeying someone you fear and resting in someone who knows you. The Quran does not begin with God power. It does not begin with judgment. The very first thing Allah chose to tell all humanity about Himself are two names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Raheem, both mercy, not power, not authority, not warning, mercy twice in the same breath. Ar-Rahman is not mercy for believers only, it is mercy for every living thing that breathes. The air in your lungs right now is Ar-Rahman. Your heartbeat that you never asked for, never earned, never did anything to deserve is Ar-Rahman. He was already giving to you before you knew His name, before you believed anything, before you did anything right. That is how He chose to begin, not with what He requires, with what He already gives. But here is where it gets personal. Because knowing He is merciful is different from knowing He is available to you right now in whatever you are carrying, and that is what the next name tells you. Think about every person you have ever relied on. At some point they were tired, at some point they needed help themselves, at some point they simply could not be there. That is not their fault. Every human being has limits, but it means no matter how much someone loves you, there are moments they cannot carry you. The Quran gives Allah a name. That is the direct answer to this. Allahus Samad. The one who never runs out, the one who never gets tired, the one who needs nothing, so He can always give everything. Every person you have ever reached for was doing their best, but every single one of them was also reaching. As-Samad means there is one who is not, one who is never occupied, never exhausted, never divided between you and someone else. That exhausted reaching you have felt was always meant to find Him. And here is what makes this extraordinary. This God who never runs out was not something humanity invented when they needed comfort. He was there before humanity existed at all, before the first star, before time had a name. Science itself confirmed this, and the answer might surprise you. The Big Bang happened 13.8 billion years ago. Before it, no space, no time, no matter. Scientists themselves say they cannot explain what came before. Their mathematics reach a wall and stop. The Prophet Muhammad was asked this exact question. What existed before the universe? He did not hesitate. There was Allah and nothing else before Him. Not a force, not an energy, not a concept. Allah, present, knowing, existing, before anything else was. He is the first and the last. Before your first breath, before your parents existed, before this world had a name, He was there. He knew you were coming. He was already waiting. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, the greatest verse in the entire Quran is Ayatul Kursi, one verse describing who He is in a way nothing else does. Listen carefully. Allah, there is no God except Him, the ever-living, the self-sustaining, ever-living. He was alive before anything existed. He will be alive after everything ends. He cannot die. He cannot be weakened, self-sustaining, meaning everything depends on Him. He depends on nothing. Neither drowsiness nor sleep overtakes Him. Think about what this means personally. Right now, at this exact moment, while you watch this, while the rest of the world sleeps, He is awake. He has never missed a single moment of your life, not the one you are proud of, not the one you are not. Every moment, seen, known, not forgotten, not something, everything, every galaxy, every ocean, every cell in your body, everything that has ever existed, belongs to Him. He knows what is ahead of them and what is behind them. He knows your past, every moment you wish you could change. He knows your future, every moment you are afraid of. And He knows you right now in the exact second better than you know yourself. His throne encompasses the heavens and the earth. The entire universe, all 93 billion light years of it, fits within His dominion, and yet He knows your name. And the preservation of both does not tire Him. He is the Most High, the Most Great. Holding the entire universe together does not tire Him. Holding your life together does not tire Him. That is who He is. Now the verse, I promised you, the one that answers everything we have been building toward. This God, who never sleeps, who holds the universe without tiring, who knows every moment of your past and your future, is not far. He said it in His own words directly, without a messenger carrying it. And when my servants ask about me, indeed, I am near. I respond to the one who calls when He calls. Notice what He did not say. He did not say, tell them I am near. He answered the question directly, Himself. And in Surah Al-Kahf, He said something even more specific. We are closer to Him than His jugular vein, your jugular vein, the vessel your life depends on right now as you watch this. Closer than your thoughts before you think them, closer than your next breath before you draw it. You have never been alone. Now you know why that is true. But maybe you are still asking, how much does He actually care? The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ answered this with the scale we can hold in our mind. He said, Allah divided His mercy into 100 parts. He kept 99 and sent one part to this entire world. Through that one part, every mother loves her child. Every person shows kindness to another. Every creature cares for its young. Think about every act of love you have ever witnessed. Every parent who sacrificed without being asked. Every stranger who helped without reason. Every friend who stayed when living would have been easier. All of it, every kindness in all of human history is one part out of 100. And 99 are saved for the moment He meets the people who return to Him. And this God, who loves like that, described Himself in 4 lines. Surah Ikhlas. The Prophet ﷺ said, reciting it equals 1/3 of the entire Quran. He is Allah, the One, not divided, not multiply, the source of everything that exists. Allah, the eternal self-sufficient. He needs nothing, everything needs Him. The refugee you are always looking for without knowing what to call it. He does not beget, nor was He begotten. Not born, not created. Before everything, always was, always will be. And nothing is comparable to Him. 4 lines. Describing a being no human mind could have invented. Merciful before all else, never sleeping, never tiring, near, loving, first, last. That is who He is. He is not asking for perfection. He is not waiting for you to get everything right first. He said, I respond to the one who calls when He calls. That is all. Just turn toward Him. He was already facing you. That loneliness you have felt, the kind no person could fully fix, It was never broken, it was pointing. Ibn Qayyum wrote, "The heart cannot rest until it rests in Allah because it was made for Him." The neuroscientists found the age 1,000 years later that reaching inside you in the quiet moments before you even know what to call it was never random, and He was never, not even once, absent. You already knew, you always have.